welcome back to Gemini Dreams TV. Today we're going to be doing a date night makeup and a little bit of hair tutorial. Get ready with me. I'm doing a voiceover because I didn't have time to tell you guys what I was using while I was filming. So yeah, first things first, I have my makeup sponges here. I use two types. This is the one I use to moisturize my face because it's flat. Yeah, I don't know what I was listening to. I think I was listening to Janae Aiko. That's my favorite singer. She be getting me hype. Using the Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer, the one with SPF. That's the one I like. So I put that all over my face, and I'm kind of heavy-handed with this because I have dry skin sometimes, especially under my eyes. So I put a lot in those areas. So I'm just moisturizing my face. That's one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to be wearing makeup, you need to moisturize underneath your makeup. So once I'm done moisturizing, then I take my different sponge. This is a cosmetic sponge, and I wet it first. And I'm going to use that to apply my foundation. I always apply my foundation with a wet sponge. Oh, and I'm only using sponges in this tutorial. I use brushes sometimes, but I actually prefer to do my makeup with sponges. I think it comes out more natural looking. That's just for me. So yeah, so I put a little bit of the foundation on the sponge, and since it's a natural makeup look, I'm not going to use too much foundation. Like, I'm not going to do two layers. Excuse me. I'm sorry if you guys hear Maya in the background. I'm a mom, so yeah, she's here with me, helping me ripping out the papers in my book. So yeah, we're going to put the foundation all over. You're going to just pat that into the face. At first, it does look like it's not my skin tone. But once it oxidizes and like sets into my skin, then, you know, you'll see it's the perfect shade for me. And let me say, this Maybelline Fit Me, I used to use Makeup Forever. That's actually my favorite foundation. But this Maybelline Fit Me, which is like, I don't even know how much cheaper it is. A lot cheaper because, you know, Makeup Forever is $50 a bottle, and I think you can get Maybelline at some places for like $5 a bottle. I think they're pretty equivalent. I'm gonna do a video about that, like a Makeup Forever versus Maybelline. But I actually think these foundations are almost not the same, but they're pretty close. So yeah, I'm just patting. I really be getting into the music, especially when I'm doing my makeup and hair. I swear. Oh, we're changing the tunes now. Changing the tunes. Oh, and my shade in that foundation is Toffee. It's number 330, and it's the Toffee color. So then I'm going to take my Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade, and that's in number 382, which is black brown. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. They're not too bad because I got them waxed recently, but they still need some work. So yeah, I just fill in my brows. I like them a little square in the front. You'll see how I angle the brush to kind of get that squared look in the front. But yeah, that's hard. Like, I have to really focus on my brows. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera too much, but brows is one of those things that you have to, like, you got to slow down and take your time with your brows, you know? Well, at least for me. Okay, so I'm just filling in that little top part, the little pointy part. That's actually the most important part to me. I like my brows to have an arch, like, you know, a little pointy part. So that's the part I take extra time on to make sure that it's, you know, not perfect, because brows are never perfect, but as close to perfect as I can get it, you know? So once I'm done with the brows, I go in with a concealer that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, just to clean it up a little bit. Any areas that I might have made it too thick and it doesn't match up with the other one, I pretty much just go back and forth between both brows and make sure that the shape is almost the same, or mostly the same, and they line up, just to clean it up, make it look more crisp. And I always use a few shaders lighter than my skin tone because I don't know, I think it gives a nice highlight to the brow. But you do what works for you. Okay, so that one wasn't too bad. This is always the one that gives me more trouble. So let's see how this goes. And see, you just go back and forth between both, and then you just make them look even. It's never going to be perfect on this first try unless you're like some kind of, makeup wizard or something. But I just think you just have to, practice and play with it until you get it how you like it. And everybody's brow shape is going to be different. Like, that's another thing. People ask me, oh, how do I make my brows look like yours and this and that? You really can't. I mean, I guess you can, but you really can't. It's all about, how much thickness you have to your brow, the shape of your natural brow. I shape my brows a certain way, so maybe you can try to like get yours the same shape, but it took me years to get my brows shaped this way, honestly. My natural brow is like a unibrow. Like literally like straight across my forehead. So for me to have like an arch like this, I never thought that was possible, but it took years of waxing and training my eyebrows. So now, I'm cool. No more unibrow for me. And like I said, I take a long time on my brows. Like, I want you guys to understand, if I would have just cut all this out, then people would think that, oh, she does it in like 2 seconds. No, look at how long it's taking me to do my brows. This is realistically how long it takes. You know what I'm saying? So people just think that, makeup is quick. It's not. So I drug a little bit of that concealer down onto my eyelid just so that, the little bit of darkness I do have on my eyelid will be canceled out and my face will look more, I guess, uniform. Because, think about it. If I didn't put that there, then my eyelids will be dark and the rest of my face will be all, cute with makeup. So I just put a little bit on my eyelid, just a little bit. And I'm not doing eyeshadow, but if I was doing eyeshadow, I would still do this. I still put the concealer there. And then you just blend it out because you don't want any harsh lines. And this concealer is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in color Cool Tan. Okay. And yeah, you got to put a bit between the brows too. Because remember, I told you guys I used to have a unibrow. All right, girl, the brows are fine. I have OCD about my brows. So then I go in with a color correcting concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in Peach. And all this does is like, I have some bags under my eyes now that I'm a mom. And that peach just seems to cancel that color right out. So I just put that right under the eye and anywhere where I have like darkness naturally on my face, which is like on the corners of my lips. I get a little darkness there for some reason. And then like on the top of my lips sometimes, just sometimes, and then a little bit underneath the lip. So anywhere where my face naturally is a little darker, I would put that peach color corrector there. But the LA Girl Pro Conceal, if you guys have never tried that, you have to try it. Like, I know everybody's into high-end makeup and Fenty this and that and MAC this, but listen, those beauty supply store makeups are still good, okay? Those are the ones we used to use before we had all this high-end crap that cost an arm and a leg. So don't be sleep on the LA Girl. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline concealer. Actually, this is a new thing that I'm trying. I'll put the link on the screen because I can't remember the name of it right now and I don't have it in front of me. But this concealer, oh, I think it's called Master Conceal or something like that. Maybelline Master Conceal. But this stuff is good. Like, you only need a little tiny bit of it, but this stuff spreads like nobody's business. I'm telling you, this is a really good concealer. So then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Balance Foundation in the color Coconut. And this is what I use to contour my face. Since it's a natural look, I'm not going to go too dark with the contour. That's why this is kind of like a, you know, light brown. But it still gives me that definition that I'm looking for. And this is actually my favorite part of makeup. Doing my face like this. Yeah, this is actually my favorite part of doing my makeup, is when I start blending out the concealer. Because then you see the makeup look come alive. I always start with the light concealer part first. Blend out the light first, and then once you got all that blended, then you blend out the dark, because you don't want your sponge to like basically muddy your face. You don't want to move the dark into the light spaces. You want to keep that light area light, which is the inside of the face, like underneath the eyes, the nose, and you know, right above the mouth. You want to keep that area light. So you do all the light places first, and this is a trick, guys, because I learned this the hard way. Do all the light areas first. Blend those out first. Wow. Okay, Maya. Blend out all those areas first, and then you go back and blend out the dark areas, okay? And when I say this trick changed my life, really, Maya? Really? She just flinged out all the chips on the ground. So now I have to clean up after this video. Story of my life. So yeah, I'm blending out the dark areas, and I don't know what it is about Maybelline, y'all. Like, I used to use Maybelline when I was younger, like when I was first getting into makeup, and I didn't feel like it really was the bomb like this. Like, I don't know if it's because now I actually know what I'm doing with the makeup, but these products, yo, not to say I'm never gonna buy makeup forever again, because you know I love makeup forever, but I'm just not gonna kill myself to spend all this money on makeup when I can get the same look, the same exact look, for way cheaper. Like, and then another thing too is I was testing out the Maybelline to see if it would make me break out, because I have really sensitive skin. And guess what, y'all? I didn't even break out from the Maybelline. So $5 for the foundation, no breakouts. It looks just like skin. It looks sometimes even better than my Makeup Forever foundation. And I'll do a comparison video, so maybe you guys can tell me if it looks better or not. I don't know. But just judging off of what I'm looking at on this video, I think the Maybelline is pretty good for $5. What do you guys think? I think so. So I might, you know, continue with the Maybelline. I don't know. You know, I had been a Makeup Forever girl for a few years, but hey, sometimes those drugstore cosmetics, they know what they be doing, okay? Just because they're not all expensive and overly priced doesn't mean that they're not good. So just blending out the last little bit of the contour. And look at that. Look at that. Amazing. And that is Maybelline products that did that for me. So this is beginner friendly. If you don't want to spend a bunch of money on makeup, do you see what I just did with Maybelline products? Okay, you can get Maybelline from CVS, you can get Maybelline from Walgreens, you can get Maybelline from Walmart. Oh, I think you can even get Maybelline